Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into something wild, the invisible yet incredibly restrictive brain chains that are literally holding your money hostage. We're talking about the broke mindset. Because at the end of the day, wealth, it's a psychological game. And figuring out how your own brain is playing against you is the absolute first step to securing real, long-lasting financial freedom. Let's get into it. Okay, let's think about this bizarre reality for a second. Why do corporate earners, folks pulling in massive salaries, still end up living completely paycheck to paycheck? I mean, it seems totally illogical, right? You'd naturally assume a bigger paycheck equals more wealth. But here's the kicker. A high salary might keep you comfortable, but it absolutely does not make you wealthy. It all boils down to this fundamental difference. Average earners are out there working strictly for money, trading their finite time for cash. But the truly wealthy? They're playing an entirely different game. They never trade time. Instead, they focus relentlessly on building and owning automated earning assets. Systems, investments, real estate, things that are literally making money while they sleep. Wealth comes from what you own, not just what you actively earn. So to fix this, we're going to break down 5 key areas today. The myth of high income, trap 1, which is lifestyle inflation, trap 2 is social comparison, trap 3 is instant gratification, and finally, how to become the invisible rich. Section 1, the myth of high income, why your salary is a trap. We've got to start by shattering this incredibly widespread myth that a high salary automatically makes you rich. The truth is, a salary actually has a hard mathematical limit. Why? Because you're trading your finite time for money. It doesn't matter how disciplined you are or how much coffee you guzzle down, you literally only have 24 hours in a day. Hard work simply cannot scale physical time, meaning your active income always has a hidden ceiling. Moving to Section 2, Trap 1, Lifestyle Inflation, the silent wealth killer. This is exactly why higher earners rarely feel rich. It's this psychological trap where as your income goes up, your spending almost instinctively follows right behind it. You get a raise, and suddenly you need the better car, the bigger house, the expensive upgrades. You might feel like you're winning, but really you're just quietly expanding your liabilities. All that undirected cash just vanishes, leaving you stuck with the exact same financial stress, just at a much more expensive level. You see this play out all the time. Say your base salary comfortably covers your base expenses. Awesome. Then you score a massive 20% raise. But mysteriously, your expenses rise to match it perfectly. This is why you still feel totally broke even after earning way more money. That extra cash doesn't help at all if you aren't aggressively controlling where it goes. Section 3. Trap 2. Social comparison. Buying status to impress others. Oh man, social comparison is a dangerously expensive game. It's that burning psychological urge to buy status items, spending money you really don't have just to get validation from the people around you. Chasing your neighbor's lifestyle. But trying to look successful actually drains your capital fast. Everyone has a totally different financial timeline, and trying to rush yours just to match someone else's highlight reel is a one-way ticket to staying broke. And really, nothing highlights this trap better than the number 20%. 20% is the massive chunk of value a brand new luxury car loses the absolute second you drive it off the dealer's lot. It's crazy. Real millionaires know that looking rich actually keeps you broke. By buying status symbols early on, average earners are just trapping their hard-earned capital in sinking, depreciating assets. But the real loss is actually way worse than just the car's depreciation. Because every single dollar dumped into depreciating steel is a dollar that could have been invested, compounding into actual, real wealth over time. The truly wealthy prioritize assets first, and they buy their luxury toys way, way later. They know depreciating steel completely blocks financial growth. Section 4, Trap 3, Instant Gratification, Comfort over Growth. This is where emotional spending quietly ruins your financial future. Let's be honest, most of our consumer spending is emotional, not logical. We get stressed, and boom, it triggers an urge to go retail shopping just for comfort. We buy stuff to feel better. But that high, it fades almost instantly. And what are you left with? Guilt, a drained bank account, and the loss of what that money could have become over the next few decades. So, how do we break this emotional brain chain? You've got to use the 48-hour rule. It's a brilliantly simple system. When you feel that sudden urge to buy a non-essential item, just step away. Wait exactly 48 hours. I guarantee you that emotional high will fade and your logical thinking will kick back in. You'll ask yourself,
Do I really need this? And usually the answer is no. It's a tiny delay that can literally save you thousands.
Finally, Section 5, Becoming the Invisible Rich, Delaying Gratification for Ultimate Freedom.
To really bypass these traps, we want to become the invisible rich. Think about the stark difference here. On one side, you have the status spender, buying luxury early, obsessing over looking rich, but sitting on a net worth of absolute zero. On the flip side, the invisible rich buy silent, productive assets first. They hide their wealth. True wealth is often unspent cash and quiet investments that nobody else can even see.
Want to know how to get there? Try this 10-year sequence. Year 1, you get a raise, but instead of inflating your lifestyle, you maintain your exact current living costs. By year 5, you're constantly investing the entire difference between your old salary and your new one. By year 10, you let compounding completely accelerate your freedom. Simply holding your expenses flat for a decade is the absolute game changer.
But listen, human willpower is totally unreliable. The wealthy know this. They don't rely on raw discipline. They design automated systems. To become the invisible rich, automate your money. Pay your investments first. Set it up so the money is deducted before you even see it hit your checking account. If you remove the daily temptation and control your inputs, your wealth will just silently build in the background.
I absolutely love this takeaway. The wealthy delay their gratification. They ignore social comparison games. They strictly control lifestyle creep. It hits the nail right on the head. You have to shift from being a consumer to being an owner. If you start acting like an asset builder today, the actual wealth will naturally follow. Because at the end of the day, every single purchase you make is a trade. You aren't just trading cash, you're trading a piece of your future financial freedom. So as you go to make your very next purchase, ask yourself this one vital question. What will you choose tomorrow? Immediate comfort or your future freedom? Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.